Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson I will teach you how to calculate perimeter of sectors. Of course, there's a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. First one, we need to calculate the area of these figures correct to one decimal place. So first of all, we know that they are part of circles. So let's just work out the arc first, okay? So let's work out this arc length first, if you wish. So that is half of circle. And we know that the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r or pi d. So first questions, we have the diameter of a circle. So we can use pi d. It's quicker or easier if you like. Of course, you can use 2 pi r if you wish, but let me just use pi d, okay? So circumference of a circle is pi d. So we just go perimeter because we need to work out the outside, okay? The length of the shapes. So that is perimeter is equal to pi d. That will give us this length here, okay? The length of the arc. So this will get us pi d. But then only half, remember? Because if you do pi d, it gives us the whole circle, circumference. But we only need half of it. So we times a half. So there you go. Then we don't forget, we need to add this length as well. So that will give us plus 8.6. There you go. So the answer will give us this. Don't forget this arc length here is pi d times a half, and then this length here is 8.6 here. So keep that in mind. So now I just replace or substitute d is 8.6. So let me just clear this first. So that is equal to pi times d. So d is 8.6. So 8.6 is the diameter. Then we need to times a half or divide by 2 if you like. And then we add 8.6. So that is equal to, so I just put that on a calculator. So I just go pi times 8.6 times a half, or you can divide by 2, of course, and then we add 8.6. So there you go, 22.108 and so on. So we need to round up to one decimal place. So the answer should be 22.1. So that is 22.1. And don't forget the units, okay? The unit is centimeters. So there you go. Question number 2. So we know that it is a quarter of a circle, right? Because this symbol here means 90 degree, okay? So which is one fraction of the circle. That will give us this length here. So that is a quarter of a circle if you wish. So we find this arc length first, okay? So we know that circumference of a circle is 2 pi times the radius, which is 2 pi r. In this case, they gave us the radius, so we better use 2 pi r. Of course, you can use pi d, so we will have to times 5.8 times by 2, give us the diameter if you wish. But let's just use 2 pi r, okay? So the perimeter, because we're going to work out the whole lot, so just write P, stand for perimeter, is we just work out the arc first. So that is 2 pi times the radius, 2 pi r. That will give us the whole circle. And we just need to work out one fraction of it. That is 90 degrees out of 360 degrees. But then we know that it is a quarter. If you wish, we just simplified it down. So times by a quarter. Of course, you can write 90 out of 360 if you wish. But let me just write a quarter. That will give us this arc length here. And then we need to add 5.8 here and another 5.8. So that's two lots of them. So we just go plus 5.8 times 2. So there you go. Now we just replace radius with 5.8. So that is equal to 2 pi times the radius, that is 5.8, we times a quarter. Then we add 5.8 times 2. So there you go. Don't forget, this is the 2 radius and this is the arc length. Okay, keep that in mind. So this is the arc length here and this is the radius. Okay, 2 lots of them. So now I just put down the calculator. So I just go 2 shift pi times 5.8 times 1 over 4. And then we add 5.8 times 2. So there you go. 20.71 and so on. Don't forget, we need to round off to 1 decimal place. So the answer is 20.7 millimeters. So that is equal to 20.7 millimeters. So there you go. Question number 3. So let me just work out the length of this arc here first. Okay, this is part of circle. So P is 2 pi times the radius. So that is 2 pi r. That gives us the whole circle. So we just need to work out 25 degrees out of 360 because in a whole circle there are 360 degrees. So we just need to work out one part of it, that is 25 degrees. So we just times 25 out of 360 degrees. Then that will give us the arc length. And we just need to add the radius. This length here, that is 22. And we add another 22. So that is 44. Or you can just write plus 22 times 2 if you wish. So I just write add 22 times 2 or 44. Okay. So that will give me, so I just substitute the radius, that is 22 with r. Okay. So 2 pi times the radius, that is 22. We times 25 degrees out of 360 degrees. Then don't forget, we need to add 44. So there you go. So now I just put on a calculator. 2 shift pi times 22 times 25 over 360. And then we add 44. So there you go. 53.6 millimeters. Correct to 1 decimal place. So the answer is 53.6 millimeters. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So let's get into it. First of all, to work out the perimeter of this, let me just work out the length of this arc first, okay? Half of circle. So we use circumference is 2 pi r or pi d. In this case, I use pi d because it gives us the diameter already. So now we just go perimeter is pi d. And that will give us the circumference of the whole circle. And we just need to work out half of it. So we just times a half. Then we need to add this length here, okay, because of perimeter. So that will give us plus 15. And the diameter is 15. So we just need to substitute d with 15. So that is equal to pi times 15 times a half. Or you can write divided by 2, of course. So that will give me, so I add 15 first. That is, I just go shift pi times 15 divided by 2, add 15. So there you go, 38.5619 and so on. Correct to one decimal place. So after 5 is 6. So we add 1 to 5. So that is 38.6 centimeters. So 38.6 centimeters. So there you go. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you. So first of all, let me just work out the length of the arc first, okay? So this arc length here, so we use circumference is 2 pi r, right? Because we already know the radius of this arc. That is 12 millimeters. So we just use 2 pi r. So we know that P and the circumference is 2 pi r. But then we just need to work out one part of it. So that is 115 degrees out of 360. So times 115 degrees out of 360 degrees. If you wish, but we don't need to put the degrees. We just need to work out the fractions, okay? And then we need to add this length here. So that will give us 24 because 12 plus 12 is 24. So we just write 24. And of course, you can just write 12 times 2 if you wish. So that will give me equal to 2 pi times the radius, that is 12, we times 115 out of 360. And we add 24. So that will give me 2 shift pi times 12 times 115 out of 360. And then we need to add 24. So there you go, 48.1 millimeters. Don't forget the units, okay? So 48.1. 48.1 millimeters. So there you go. Question 6. So this is a quarter of a circle because 90 degrees there. This symbol means 90. So now we know that we just work out this arc length first. This length here, we know that part of circle. So perimeter, the arc is 2 pi times the radius. That gives us the whole circle and it's 90 degrees out of 360 degrees. So which is times by a quarter. It's just simpler, that's all. 1/4. Of course, you can write 90 degrees out of 360 degrees. And then we add this length here. This 5.9 and 5.9 centimeters. 5.9 times 2 because 2 lots of them. That will give me, so the radius is 5.9. So that means 2 pi times 5.9, we times 1/4 and we add 5.9 times 2. That will give me, so just go to shift pi times 5.9 times 1/4 and then we add 5.9 times 2. So there you go, 21.1 centimeters. So 21.1 centimeters. So there you go, and I hope you got it correct. Question number 7. So we need to work out the perimeter of the major sector, if you like. And we know that this angle here is 120 degrees, but then we need to work out the length of this arc here. So this means that we need to work out this angle. So we know that in the whole circle, there are 360 degrees. So to work out the angle that inside the circle, so we just go 360, we minus 120. So that gives us 240. So that is 240 degrees here. Because if you add 240 with 120, give us 360. So keep that in mind. So now we need to work out the length of the major arc first, okay? So let me just write perimeter is 2 pi times the radius, and then we need to times 240 degrees out of 360 degrees. So we times 240 out of 360. That will give us the length of the major arc. So don't forget, we need to add this length as well. So that is 18 plus 18. So we just go plus 36 if you wish, or 2 times 18. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now we just substitute the radius with 18 centimeters. So 2 pi times the radius, that is 18. And then we times, so I can cancel this 0 out, make it easier. I just write 24 out of 36 first, okay? And then we add 36. That is equal. Of course, you can just rewrite 240 out of 360. It doesn't really matter. Now I just go to shift pi times 18 times 24 out of 36. And then we add 36. So there you go, 111.4. Okay, so 111.4 centimeters. So there you go. Please pause the video and try number 8 yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. So first of all, we need to find the length of this arc here first, okay? And we know that it is 3/4 of the circle because it's 90 degrees here. So the other one must be 270 degrees out of 360. So that is 3/4, simpler if you like. So now we go perimeter. So the length of this arc here is circumference of a circle is 2 pi times the radius. And we just need 3/4 of it, okay? So we just times 3/4. That will give us the length of the major arc. Then don't forget, we need to add 7 and this 7 as well because both are radius. So we add 7 plus 7 is 14. So that will give me 2 pi times the radius, that is 7, and we times 3/4. And we add 14. So I just go 2 pi times 7, because 7 is the radius, and times 3/4. Or of course, you can type 270 out of 360, okay? Then we need to add 14. So there you go, 46.986 and so on, because don't forget, we need to round up to 1 decimal place. So the number after 9 is 8. So 9 plus 1 is 10. So that means 46.98 becomes 47.0, okay? So 47.0 because 1 decimal place, okay? So the unit is centimeters. So there you go. Please pause the video and try this to yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. So first of all, to find the length of this arc here, we need to find this angle first, okay? So we know that it's 20 degrees is on the other side, the outer angle if you like, and we just need to work out by 360 degrees we minus 20 degrees. So that will give us 340 degrees. 340 degrees. And then therefore the length of this major arc is perimeter is 2 pi r we times 340 degrees out of 360 degrees. That will give us this arc length, okay, the major arc if you like. Then don't forget we need to add 32 here and 32 here. So that will give us 64 at 64. Don't forget. So that will give us, so I just replace R with 32 centimeters. So that is 2 pi times 32 times 34 out of 36. So I just cancel this. That's all it is. Then we add 64. That is 2 pi times 32 times 34 out of 36. And then we add 64. So there you go. 253.9. Okay, 253.9. 253.9. And do not forget the units, okay, because its perimeter is centimeters in this case here. So there you go, and I hope you got it correct. Question number 10. So again, this is 130 degrees, so we need to work out this angle first. So 360 we minus 130 degrees, so that will give us 230 degrees. So now the perimeter equal, so we just work out this arc length first, okay? So circumference is 2 pi times the radius, and we just need one fraction of it, that is 230 degrees out of 360. So which is times 230 out of 360 degrees. But then we just try like that, we do. And then we add 2 lots of this. 9.8, 9.8. So we just add 9.8 times 2, okay? So that will give me, the radius is 9.8. So 2 pi times 9.8 times, let me just cancel these 2 0 out, okay? So 23 out of 36. Then we add 9.8 times 2. That is equal to 2 pi times 9.8 times 23 out of 36. And we need to add 9.8 times 2. So there you go, 58.9 centimeters. So 58.9 centimeters. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got it correct. Bye bye.